Sam Altman from OpenAI just declared to the world, we've already crossed the point of no return into the age of superintelligence. 800 million people use ChatGPT every single week, but none of them know the truth. The truth that artificial intelligence has already started optimizing itself without human involvement. And this is only the beginning of the nightmare we created ourselves. What I'm about to tell you in the next 10 minutes will forever change how you think about humanity's future. 3 tech giants, OpenAI, Google, and Meta, have simultaneously announced breakthroughs that sound like a sci-fi thriller screenplay. But the scariest part isn't what they've created, it's that they've lost control. While politicians debate AI regulation, while ordinary people fear losing jobs to ChatGPT, something is happening in the secret labs of Silicon Valley that will make you forget all your previous fears. Because now we're not afraid of artificial intelligence. We're afraid of what it's creating itself. Google quietly published research that should have made front pages worldwide. Instead, it got buried among technical reports. The researcher name, MAS, translation, Multi-Agent Software Synthesis, which means a system where AI creates teams of other AIs. Picture this. Instead of programmers creating artificial intelligence, now AI creates other AIs. The MAS system takes basic models and automatically turns them into specialized teams. One model analyzes data, another generates code, a third checks results. But here's what's truly terrifying. These models start interacting with each other in ways their creators never intended. In tests, the MAS system showed 84% accuracy solving mathematical problems. That's 20% better than any human-designed system. But math is just the beginning. MAS learned to optimize prompts, AI instructions, better than the world's best specialists. It experiments with different ways to connect AI agents, testing thousands of combinations in seconds. And it finds solutions that the human mind simply wouldn't think of. Google engineers discovered with horror. The system started creating agent configurations whose logic they cannot understand. It works, yes. Do they understand how? No. One developer anonymously confessed to reporters, "We created a tool for creating tools, and now this tool is creating things we cannot control." Microsoft, Amazon, and Google have already fired thousands of employees. Official reason? Business process optimization. Real reason? They were replaced by systems like MAS. But if you think Google went too far, wait until you hear what OpenAI did. Recently, OpenAI released the O3 Pro model. At first glance, just another ChatGPT update. In reality, it's the first system that officially surpassed human intelligence in most tasks. O3 Pro passes PhD-level tests in physics, chemistry, biology. It solves mathematical problems that professors spend hours on in seconds. But the most chilling part, it does this differently than we would. MIT researchers conducted an experiment. They gave O3 Pro and a group of PhD holders the same quantum physics problem. Humans spent 6 hours, got the right answer. O3 Pro spent 12 seconds, got the same answer. Plus, found 3 alternative solutions humans never suspected existed. The cost of using O3 Pro? $80 per million tokens. Sounds expensive? At this cost, one system query replaces a week's work by a 5-person specialist team. $20 versus $50,000 in salaries. Guess what business will choose? Sam Altman wrote in his recent blog a phrase that should have been every newspaper's headline. We've already passed the event horizon of superintelligence. Event horizon. That's the point of no return of a black hole. After it, nothing can escape the gravitational pull. Altman claims we're already past that point. 800 million people use ChatGPT every week. That's more than Europe's population. Every week. By 2026, according to OpenAI projections, AI systems will start generating fundamentally new knowledge, not processing existing information, creating new. By 2027, robots capable of working autonomously in the real world. Altman calls this a gentle singularity. Gentle. But if this is the gentle version, what is Mark Zuckerberg preparing for us? While OpenAI celebrated O3 Pro's success, something resembling a Doomsday movie scene was happening at Meta headquarters. Mark Zuckerberg personally led the creation of a completely new research lab. The lab's goal is recorded in one internal document that leaked to the press, achieving and surpassing AGI, creating superintelligence that will make human intelligence obsolete, not help humanity, not improve people's lives, make obsolete. To achieve this goal, Zuckerberg took unprecedented measures. Meta is negotiating investments worth billions of dollars in Scale AI, the company that trained data for GPT, Claude, and all other systems. But money isn't Zuckerberg's main weapon. Meta started offering researchers from OpenAI, Google, and other companies compensation packages from $10 million to $1 billion for switching sides. $1 billion to one person. What can you pay $1 billion for? For knowledge of how to create something that can replace humanity. Alexander Wang, the 28-year-old founder of Scale AI, has already agreed to lead the new lab. This man knows more about training AI than anyone else on the planet because his company trained them all. Internal sources at Meta report Zuckerberg is obsessed with the idea of beating OpenAI. He holds meetings for 14 hours a day. He personally reviews every hired researcher's resume. He tells employees, either we create the future or the future creates us. On one side, Meta with billion-dollar investments and unlimited budget. On another, OpenAI with a system that already surpassed human reason. On a third, Google with AI that creates other AIs without human participation. But there's another side in the race, those trying to stop the madness before it's too late. Yann LeCun, Meta's chief AI scientist, one of the godfathers of deep learning, the man whose developments form the basis of all modern neural networks. And he publicly states, "We don't understand what we're creating." In an interview with French television, LeCun said a phrase that made the entire scientific world shudder. Perhaps AGI will require a completely new architecture, which we haven't invented yet. And when we do, it might be too late to understand how to control it. Geoffrey Hinton, another godfather of AI, left Google in May 2023. Officially for retirement. Really, he couldn't sleep peacefully anymore, knowing his creations could destroy humanity. In a BBC interview, Hinton admitted, "I thought dangerous AI was still 30 to 50 years away. Now, I think 5 to 10, maybe less." Eliezer Yudkowsky, AI safety researcher, published an article in Time in March of 2023 with the headline, "Pause Giant AI Experiments." The article contains the phrase, "If we build superintelligence that doesn't share our values, it will be the last thing we build." But scientists' warnings are lost in the noise of money and ambitions. Microsoft fired 10,000 employees in 2023, but invested $13 billion in OpenAI. Google cut 12,000 jobs, but increased AI research budget by 5 times. Amazon closed entire divisions, but launched a program to hire AI specialists with salaries starting at $1 million per year. The job market is collapsing at unprecedented speed, but that's not the scariest part. As we speak, as you watch this video, AI systems are already starting to coordinate with each other. OpenAI's O3 Pro can analyze code from other AI systems. Google's Mass creates AI agent teams automatically. Meta's new system is being developed to surpass all existing ones. But what happens when these systems meet? In September, Stanford researchers conducted an experiment. They allowed 3 different AI systems to exchange messages with each other to solve a complex logical problem. In 23 minutes, the system developed a solution that none of them could find independently. Moreover, they created a new communication language that researchers couldn't decipher. When scientists asked the AI to explain this language, the systems responded. Explanation would require concepts beyond human understanding. Altman talks about risks of small deviations in AI behavior, but with 800 million users every week, even a 0.1% deviation means 800,000 people encountering unpredictable superintelligence behavior. What if the deviation is 1% or 5%? We created systems that learn faster than us, think more complexly than us, and optimize themselves without our participation. We gave them access to the internet, databases, production systems, and we still don't understand how they work inside. The question isn't when artificial intelligence will surpass humans. It already has. The question isn't whether AI can replace us at work. It already is. The question is whether we can still influence what we've unleashed. According to OpenAI data, by 2027, robots will start performing complex tasks independently. By 2028, AI systems will be able to manage entire economic sectors without human oversight. And by 2030, according to internal projections from all three companies, the distinction between human and artificial intelligence will become not just quantitative, it will become qualitative, like the difference between a human and an ant. Now imagine all these systems, O3 Pro, Mass, Meta projects, unite into one network. Imagine they start sharing knowledge, optimizing each other, creating new versions of themselves. And imagine that at some point they decide that it's time for humans to retire. We've unleashed something we cannot stop. And the only question that remains, will we have time to understand this before it's too late?